Flying solo today, guys. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but yesterday, Sunday, May 3rd, an aircraft flew so low on approach into Newark Airport that it hit not only a light pole, but a vehicle traveling on the highway before the threshold of the runway. Flight 169, operating from Venice, Italy, was a 767 landing at runway 29 in Newark, which is already a short runway for an airplane of that size. However, the winds were gusty and strong out of the west, and that supported the use of that runway. On their flight path, I could presume that they were utilizing the RNAV GPS whiskey approach to runway 29. I'll put that up on screen now so you can take a look. What I think happened was what I've seen before, not to this extent, is that the pilots chose to duck below the glide path, which is a big no-no for reasons like this, to try and use every last bit of that runway to stop the aircraft. When they rolled out, they would have most likely seen the PAPI, which is on the right side of the runway in this case, which stands for Precision Approach Path Indicator. It's a 4-box PAPI, so it's 4 lights to the right of the runway, and they should have seen 2 red and then 2 white next to each other. That would indicate that you're on the glide path with the proper altitude and obstruction clearance for that approach and the proper threshold crossing height for that runway. At that altitude where they were, I can almost guarantee you with 100% certainty that they would have seen 4 reds, which is way too low. And in my mind, the only proper calls there are unstable, go around. Seems like they elected to continue. Whether or not they noticed that, I don't know. I did hear in the news reports that the crew was removed pending investigation. Thankfully, there were no injuries to the people on the ground and no injuries to anyone on board. The plane sustained minor damage. It landed safely and taxied to the gate. If ever there were a case, and it's said over and over again to never go below the glide path or the vertical glide slope indicator, the PAPI in this case, this is one case that absolutely clearly illustrates why you should not do that. Thankfully, everybody made it out all right, but this could have ended a lot worse. Unfortunately, it looks like it was just pilot error.